Hi, my name's Alan Detrich. I hunt dinosaurs for a living, and I'd like to tell you an experience that I had. I found a extremely rare, there's only 3 in the world, of this particular marine dinosaur. It really is amazing. This whole story is about the Trichomeron osborni plesiosaur. Henry Fairfield Osborn first described the plesiosaur as the rarest from Kansas, and this dinosaur is now in the museum in Vienna, Austria. I sold this dinosaur to Dr. Niedermeyer, one of the richest people in Vienna, for an amazing sum. And after I sold it, I had brought some Indian artifacts from Kansas, and I talked to the curator of the Armament Museum, Dr. Feist, after I was directed to go to the Armament Museum by Kurt Waldheim, the president of Austria. Kurt Waldheim was the highest ranking Nazi that was not charged with war crimes during the Second World War. He went on to become head of the United Nations, and the story that I'm about to tell you is mind-blowing. I talked to Dr. Feist at the Armament Museum, and I told him I wanted to go out on the balcony where Hitler and Napoleon had both declared war, on that balcony. It's a beautiful balcony, and no one has been allowed out there since Adolf Hitler left that balcony. Dr. Feist directed me to that balcony and said, "You cannot go out there because we don't no longer allow anybody on that balcony after Adolf Hitler was on it." And I said, "Come on now. I just sold you a plesiosaur, rarest dinosaur in the world. And you are denying me to just go out on the balcony?" He said, "I can't let you do it, but I'll show you something better." And that's when my life started to change. He took me down into the deepest part of the museum in Vienna, Austria, at the Armament Museum. It's a fantastic museum. And in the bottom of the Armament Museum are the catacombs. And on the wall in this giant, extremely tall basement catacombs room, there was an oak case. And in that oak case, Dr. Feist directed me to that spear and said, "This is the spear of Longinus." Well, I didn't know what the spear of Longinus was. And he said, "This is the spear, the holy spear of Jesus." And I went up to the oak case and tapped on the glass, and I said, "So, what is this brown material on the tip of this spear?" He said, "That's the blood of Jesus." Well, that's when I started thinking, I need to reproduce those, and that's when my life changed. That's when I came to the University of Kansas and started building these spears. Now, we've written a book. Tom Fields and his associates have written this book called The Almighty Obsession. And in that book, Tom talks about pulling the DNA off of the blood of that spear and cloning Jesus. Now that's an amazing thing. That's when my life changed, when I started thinking about that very fact. But when you think about it, epigenetics and A1, artificial intelligence, AI, whatever you want to call it, but it's A1 to me, because it's going to be something that's going to really explode when they find out that the blood of Jesus is actually on that spear in the deepest part of the museum in Vienna, Austria. You need to see our book, and you can purchase our book on Amazon. This is Almighty Obsession, and it's all about the Nazis hunting dinosaurs, and also the Holy Lance of Jesus Christ.